out the gate crash, just really very helpful when it comes to just really rotating quite quickly off of the map. A lot of creative shears as well that you can do later on in defense as well. Here we go. Let's see how this is gonna come out, as both of us have very, different predictions so far, at least for this series.
Yeah, I've liked what RRQ Academy has come out with pretty much every time I've watched them, so that's why I'm going to be backing them today. But I could definitely see Talon winning this series. I think they've got a pretty quality roster. For Talon, it's a full retake set up on this A site, and they have 4 players ready to send it down B long here.
Very aggressive start! Talon so far winning on that fountain tussle. Surf still leading the charge, and get to see Nats sort of running away with the spike just to make sure that they're able to plant it over onto A.
Yep, they know that they have a lot of space here on this A site. Do have the Viper Orb placed well for the retake. Can really help you wrap in from spawn side there for Talon. RRQ expecting a big flank to come out, but as the plant goes down, all of Talon will be looking to TP straight into baths.
Ooh. Exactly. They know where most of the rotation is going to be coming from. You get to see a bit of an off angle here for the side of Nats. Oh, what a shot from IC. Surf immediately trades, however. 3v1 situation. Now it's going to have a bit of a hard time. Only Arc Roast available. It might be enough. No, Snappy, the unflashed member there. They're able to get a swift and clean retake here on A.
That was lovely from Talon Academy. Those stim set plays down B long are super common, but you don't usually expect them on the pistol, and that completely catches RRQ off guard. You could tell they wanted to run a slower pistol around here. They were defaulting. They had players sitting backside of bathrooms and backside of short. 2 players kind of working some B control, and all of a sudden they have 4 players stimmed running at them with pistols. Completely catches them with their pants down. And Snappy gets a lot of work done there as well from the retake position. Finds himself 2 kills. Plays nice and chill, turtling himself up in heaven and punishing RRQ for trying to flip the map.
Toxins going up.
Definitely rewarded here. Playing a bit more slow now for the side of RRQ Academy. To make sure they're able to ease their way into A, but somebody's playing quite close. That's going to be Beta, quite out in the open as everything expires. Get a kill apiece for both of these 2 players. Zara wants to escape. Instead, catches Snappy off guard.
Oh dear. Nats is getting work done with the Sheriff as well. There's some damage starting to come in. Nats is not a player that you want to be trifling with. Places down the Arc Rose, but Beta just completely ignores it and puts him down.
Thought it could be a bait. Maybe somebody would want to take the shot off of that Arc Rose and get a cheeky peek. Surf finds an opening and is rewarded. And now Zara the only one left.
Wingman sent out on a bit of an expedition, having a look for Brimstone. It is winnable. 30 seconds, but Talon's given you absolutely nothing.
There's a crossfire. Zara has to cross. Kennedy has a good angle here onto Batten and a possible angle from the right side of things, and another clean round for Talon.
From my stuff. Super easy to
We have a couple of Sheriffs that can be juggled over to the players that went down, so bonus. Couple of rifles, couple of Sheriffs. Gonna get some damage done, but some
1 enemy remaining.
impact found by the Sheriffs there of RRQ as they look towards their first cover round. Does seem like they're going to be working some bathrooms control already here. Nice and early on. Just the Brim and the Viper holding on to minimal map control over towards B, which is going to be the active side of the map for Talon.
I'll find you.
Prepared for the possible teleport. Laser vines. Beta gonna sit right there in case anybody decides to peek. Catch them off guard. Our Prowler will not spot anybody at all.
Yeah, RRQ very wary after what they saw in the pistol. This is just crazy stuff. It's just try walking up short on the Viper there.
Able to escape too. There we go. Woody might spot out Beta. It's Prowler for Prowler. And they will pull back. A lot of time being consumed. Utilities exchanged.
Where are they? They're
comes the Haunt activated as well. Snappy and Beta, hand in hand. They could try this one out. The flash is crazy, but Woody responds in kind nonetheless. That's a 3K Surf with the fast response. Nats is going from behind. 2v2. Spike on Bats. He's sandwiched. Surf is going to be trapped a little bit here. Decides to push through the smoke. Is rewarded 30 seconds on the clock.
30 seconds left.
Side to see if anybody's going to come from flank, but no.
20 seconds. Got to get something rolling here. Orb is not there. Xe holding from heaven. Could find a nice timing here.
Oop. He does up and down. Not rewarded. Quite the expensive round for RRQ Academy, but they'll take it nonetheless.
Love what you got from Talon there again. Super impressive. Did through the Dizzy, through the TP, which blinded multiple players over on Bathroom side. If Woody doesn't get 3 there, that round is over. This was really, really nice team play from Talon. You have the combo of the C's with the Dizzy, multiple players just sandwiching all of RRQ inside of Bathrooms. That could have gone horribly wrong, and it could have definitely been a bonus win for Talon.
I agree. The set plays coming from Talon Academy is just a fun watch so far in Unbind, and oh, a little bit of an opening here towards the left side of right side of things.
Razorvine's used nicely, as well as a progression smoke. I actually really like this attacking side default here for RRQ. It really reminds me of back in the day when you used to have multiple snake bites on a Viper. You would use those early snake bites to take map control on attack.
Dizzy activated. That's 3 people peeking, and a stun's gonna come through. An additional player is gonna fall down. And Talon Academy, again, their executes have been so clean, and a lot of these angles catching RRQ off guard.
Now, firm control of the spike here. Trailblazer trying to recontest in combination with the Yoru Flash. Able to go 1 for 1, but not much better than that.
Nats with the flank coming from Hookah. Question mark. Razor Vines just to stop anyone from peeking right there, but Spike now acquired and they get the plant down.
Spike planted.
Woody in 1 kill as well as Nats both have their ultimate. Guiding Light will confirm that there's at least 1 player spawn side.
No. Not now, no. That it's on elbow. Kennedy again. The switch on rolls, by the way.
1 enemy remains.
Dodges the flash. Beta got his back. And a double at that. Get a clutch on down, and Talon Academy continues with their lead.
Yeah, that was a really nice recontested Pete Long. Like, RRQ, I like the way that they work that long control. Reminds me of how Genji used to play this map with the snake bites on the Viper. Instead, they're using the Thorns there from the Vice. But that was an even better retake with the Wingman. Just straight through the Viper wall. Able to play in tandem.
1 enemy remains.
Nats keeps that round competitive. But still not enough for RRQ. I mean, Nats is always the standout and continues to be here for RRQ Academy. Seen some of his best games on the Vice.
So real now. Steel Garden available for this round. Perfect if an opening. There you go. There's the Viper Spit. Meanwhile, might respond with a molly of his own in kind as Kennedy is ready for an angle with the smoke dissipating soon, but the flash may come out. Doesn't flash Kennedy at all. He's tugged right into that corner.
Doesn't flash anybody. Progression smoke trying to just maintain minimal control here for RRQ, but it's kind of a wooden spoon prize at this point. Nats has crept up into Cubby though. This could be a round-winning timing.
Again. Able to sneakily make his way in, similar to what happened in the previous round. This could be huge, especially you are the Steel Garden holder. Could get more in range now. Thinking about it to leave the corner. Timing in favor of nobody. They missed out on each other with Snappy. 35 seconds on the clock. Nats is gonna get smoked out.
Yeah.
30
This is nice from
seconds
Talon, just containing the attackers inside of U-Wall. Denying the plant with U-Tilt. Making RRQ very uncomfortable as they slowly surround them and get the rotations in order.
There it is. Steel Garden activated. Meanwhile, the ult comes out. XC able to find Buddymeister. Now they're forced to plant. That's a multiple people flashed on out. They will put the spike down as a big bonus. But nonetheless, Steel Garden used Talon 4-1.
Yeah, Talon, I mean, this is why you see this still being one of the most popular comps on this map. There's just so much good utility.
Yep.
With the Gecko Fade, double Enit on the defense. They're using it quite well. It's very clear they understand how to play this on the defensive side, just maintaining the strong positions, keeping control of bathroom, dropping that default smoke, or, you know, saw on the pistol, even cycling the orb in that same position and denying the plant. Makes it very hard for the attackers, because U-Haul control is not that useful. If you only have U-Haul and short against a comp like Talons, which has so much utility that can clear all of those angles. You got Mosh, you got Raise Nade, you got so much Fade util. Doesn't really do you too many favors.
Yeah.
Showstopper picked up by Kennedy.
Bomb buddy out.
And smoke from the Viper. The Poison Cloud does not prevent that from sort of happening. As Buddymeister has been smoked off himself.
Seekers could really speed up the set play. What a shot from that, though.
Oh, now he's aware that Surf has been quite pushed up, but trapped in this corner. Now a flash to protect his teammates, but they retract back to the smoke, and they actually get saved. Icy though gets a kill onto Surf, and it's not stopping. Look at this from XZ. Well, the new acquisitions here on the Talon Academy roster, able to take down 2, 4 assists. RRQ Academy to move up.
That's 3.
What is that?
Give me that.
What is that shot?
He could ace it. He could ace it. He's got the Brim ult. You can see RRQ trying to get into position. Scrambling on over, getting a nice open plant, but opt to actually plant for
30
spawn
seconds
side,
left.
expecting the Brim to flank here. Woody needs to make sure he doesn't give him a one-on-one. RRQ are very split up.
Uh-oh. Knives out, guns out. Off angle from Woody. Anticipating, perhaps.
Oh.
Good shot by Woody to prevent any sort of clutch happening from XE.
That could have gone very wrong, though. I really don't rate them splitting up there. Even if he had such a strong off angle like that, you could tell half a second more of whiff, and that would have been XE putting a bullet in his head and pushing us into a one-on-one.
Crazy stuff. Yep. High risk, high reward. Talon's still in the lead with a lot of ultimates lighting up like Christmas.
Yeah, same for RRQ. I mean, they've got the Dimensional Drift and an Orbital and a Pit for the post-plant. This is going to be a messy round. And Talon wants to make it even messier, just pushing straight into the orb. They're just running their pistol again.
There it is, into the Dizzy. Doesn't splash anybody. But they anticipate this. Really nice flash. Woody with a triple! Takes everybody down, and this push towards Fountain has been deadly. But not the Talon.
Here.
For RRQ. Icy though, Dimensional Drift. Spots out nobody.
Yeah, B-side's right for the taking. Do have a Pit there for Snappy. Steps can't be heard. That's just a dead man. Good patience from Snappy to even up the numbers.
Oh! Rachel's. A lot of chip damage for sure. 10 down to 10. Showstopper. Still available. Wary of the possible flank that may come Kennedy's way, but will be rejoined by Snappy soon.
One enemy
Splitting
remaining.
up. Off angle by Icy is rewarded. Now, it's definitely gonna be that clone ignored. Are they anticipating a garden pass, a long pass? Doesn't know. Somebody's down there. No way. This is not happening.
Hello?
This is not happening.
enemy
Pilski gets the one, gets the second.
Oh, man. The perfect timing from Snappy. You're kicking yourself as RRQ. Because the truth is, I mean, like, you can criticize them all you want. You could say that was silly, but honestly, that setup was not bad. And given that they knew that the Viper was outside of U-Haul last seen on the A retake, I actually don't mind that setup at all. Like, I think that setup was totally fine. That's like the 1% timing. that go like that's just a little unlucky, if anything, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
One enemy remaining.
And the fact that Woody was already pretty much damaged up by...
Well, that was still a headshot from Stagee, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't think about it how much ult he had. That dude's so sharp. I mean, living up to his name. Timeout for RRQ here. I mean, it's been all one speed on the attacking side for RRQ. It's just been slow default every single round. Like, can we mix up the pace a little bit? We need it. Like, Talon's the only one that's given me anything to, like, chew on here. They're doing all these different setups. They're taking risks. They're going for these B long walks with 4 players. They're stimming on the pistol and running it down. That's exciting. You love to see it, and they're being rewarded for it. They're playing a comp with so much util. They're getting the ults rolling. They are just putting up a wall on this defense for RRQ, especially once they got the Seekers and the Dimensional Drift online. I was expecting a little bit more pace, but it's still just all been one speed.
Yeah, and it's Talon basically in the driver's seat. I have to really force RRQ Academy to react to a lot of these plays. It is going to be a bit of an eco on the side of RRQ. It all starts here onto bats.
Winnable eco at that though. Bathroom's control established. Orbital and the Viper's Pit can be very big impact ults to help you win a round when you don't have much weaponry. A lot of big ults there for Talon though. Even if the pit does go down, Orbital and the Nightfall and the Showstopper, a lot of great tools here for Talon. To be honest, as RRQ, I'm thinking, how much damage can I do to the economy, as well as how many of these ults can I try to bleed out on the half-bar, even if we don't get the round across the line?
Very true. A lot of the players from Talon has been holding on to a lot of these key ultimates. Here comes Snappy with the peak. Dog to scout out Lamb. It's quite clear. Yellow health bar. Snappy finishes the job. And now Beta is going to pull back. No ults just used just yet. And Icy, though, able to gain enough space. And a mosh pit now just to prevent anything from happening.
Yeah, they're just prepping the retake. This is the mosh for outside U-Haul. You can see Talon has got a set plan of how they like to retake this A site.
Woody, though, a bit of an off angle. Wants to escape from the showstopper. But Patience kills 2, though. Crazy stuff with Kennedy here. Again, following his instincts. The prey has been preyed on. Now Zar is the only one left. Zar, wow, has to fight a lot of these Talon members, and it's still a complete 5 with 2 ultimates baited out.
I don't know why,
one.
Why he used that orbital, to be honest.
Flawless.
But yeah, I mean, Showstopper does get invested. I don't know if that was a Seize nade combo or not, but that nade got a lot of value. But that's the thing, like, you just have so much util on this Talon comp. And even the main Talon team actually uses, in Pacific, their util really well on these retakes. Like, just the other day I was watching them play this map and they had like a mosh paint shells combo to clear out all of tube on that B site coming in for the retakes. So, let's see, same thing for their academy team. Playing a similar comp with a lot of util. Able to use it quite nicely. Like, this is just a comp with util that can just get you kills.
Poison's off.
It is quite the overwhelming force shown by Talon Academy so far in these earlier rounds. Just really brute forcing their way through these retakes with utility, and they're not afraid to give the site at all. They're very patient and confident with their retake plays.
B-long taken here by RRQ. Ball forced up by Talon. Another orb given to the Yoru. Getting one closer to the Dimensional Drift. And here's this, once again, set B-long retake coming in.
Stim beacon here.
With a wingman
Down B.
alongside all of that, spikes down, but Buddy Meister is able to get that safely out of there.
This is just the
That's
saddest
already
attack
-2.
ever. Like, they're just mere passengers in this game. Like, RRQ, they take some map control, they do some things, and then Talon is like, here's my set plan to just ruin your whole day. And it works every time.
Especially the way that they control long.
30 seconds left.
Whether or not they push aggressively. It's just the Surf plays. The way that he uses Gecko definitely alongside the team. Now, create an opening here. Surf on elbow. We'll push a little bit further in.
Spike down,
But here
B.
comes the mosh
One
pit
enemy remaining.
and another kill from Exy. Woody now forced to
10
run it
seconds left.
back towards B. All the way there of the spikes, very far away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not understanding this attacking side for RRQ. Like, this is their map pick. They played the same pacing, the whole attacking side. They've got Seekers
We move
pit. Like,
as a
these
unit,
rounds play
okay?
themselves.
Last thing I need is some
You know,
hero.
you can put the A wall up, pop the Seekers, get a couple trades, and get yourself into a post plan with the pit up, you know? And I know that Talon have got a lot of big ults to clear the pit, but that's where you need to be a little bit more clued in about how you're going to potentially play around those. Like, you throw your own pit up and then try to play around the orbital or the nightfall coming in. But, like, we can't just keep running, like, bashing our head into a brick wall, doing the same thing over and over again and getting rolled. Like, we need to come up with some different stuff here.
100%. It's one of those things where you're sort of backed into the corner, dig deep into the playbook.
There.
And now they're not challenging long, which is, you know, has been quite the struggle, but looks like they're making their way back there. Again, the Kennedy Surf combo has been quite deadly. Now they're expending a bit of utility, sort of revealing themselves, but now maybe they're going to add in more numbers. 3v2. Oh, here we go. Push cloud dissipates. Kennedy gets the 1. 2 extra more. Dizzy activated. Kennedy with a sharp shooting alongside
Spike
Surf.
down.
And again.
What are we doing? What are we doing? We're just walking into a Gecko Raise and getting rolled. Like, I'm not getting it. There's just nothing going on in the attacking
Last
side for
player
RRQ
standing.
yet.
Yeah. It's quite the rough scenario.
It's like not even the first time they've seen that setup. They've seen that setup like 3 times.
Yeah.
And they're still just dry
30
walking
seconds
into it.
left.
Be available. Oh, well, if you do that. Spike, though,
I got the spike.
is retrieved. Seekers available. But against 3
10
with
seconds left.
ultimates, feels very difficult. Even Snappy coming from market for the setup flank. Will catch you off guard indeed. Talon. Yeah.
You get faster, stronger.
Tacti bear.
They're playing
Yeah.
the game that is called Valorant.
Yep.
Like, RRQ just looks so
Last player.
scared, man.
Yeah.
I need confidence, boys. Let's get in there. Let's make some plays.
Perhaps a rush might be a little bit different this time around, but against the utility of a Fade and a Viper, get slowed down as well.
It's time to stop worrying about that. Let's do
True,
something.
true.
Let's get in there.
True.
We've played around utility for this whole half. Let's do some stuff.
That's true.
Poison's off.
It's gonna be an eco for the side of RQ here. Talon again, patient as ever. They know that they don't have to do extra much and stick to their playbook. Beta.
Down A.
Another kill on Zar. Wow. Orbital strike activated. A dizzy flash.
One enemy
A little bit of a jump scare there outside of lamps.
remaining.
Not the only one left. 1v1, 1 bullet.
I have the spike.
Upgrade on a gun. Steel Garden. Forced to be on the sheriff for a little bit more. Needs access on the better guns. There you go. A little bit of shopping. Has a lot of time, but there's still a lot of mystery on the board. Don't know where the last player is going to be coming from. It's going to be from heaven. I love the patience of Kennedy, by the way. Even has a showstopper.
Yeah, he's got a full belt to util. Boombot can help him cut down the angles a bit. Still got the paint shells. Clear out one of these close off angles at some point, or deny the plant.
30
and
seconds
showstopper
left.
to secure the round would definitely be worth it.
There it is. It's activated. Run for your life. Ooh, that's though. But the sharps shooting much, much faster
Last
than
round
Kennedy
in the
there.
half.
Trusty sheriff is enough to do the job.
Yeah, Nats is always insane on this team. Every time I watch RRQ Academy, Nats is insane.
Remaining. One enemy
And
remaining.
that's it. Like, finally, I know it took an insane play from the Vice, but even if they lost that round, at least they would have baited out some ults, you know, and forced Talon to do some things. Double ops coming out for Talon this time. I mean, I can't blame them. When RRQ is playing this slow, of course you're going to buy double ops, and they're going to get some value too.
Yeah, Snappy, the top of the boards so far when it comes to frags. And then the opposite end, you've got the duo with the Rays and the Gecko. Quite the stalwart defense from Talon. And again, they're so patient, and there you go. Buddy Meister getting taken down. Maybe another one from across the road. This Icy. Do they expect a double operator to boot? A dog's gonna spot that out first. Snake by it to prevent them from rushing in. Is their escape successful?
Time to jump. Decoy.
He wants to try to get his hands on this bathroom wall. Like I said, there's a drift going. Now comes the Seekers to create a little bit of space, and Gecko ults through the TP in response.
Nice response by Woody. However, Icy with the dimensional drift, just as you said. But Surf follows right in, and the spike's in the middle, outside of this door. Now they are aiming for the stand, which is the Viper Spit activated. Just prevent from the spike from getting in and retrieve. Did they kill the Viper player? Well, nice switch up on RRQ when it comes to pace. Now all up to Surf. Veteran player coming from Talon Academy goes towards the side. Sees one in the shoulder. Nats with a good bait out. And they're able to succeed some more back-to-back and even get a free operator to boot. Oh, never mind. Switching sides now.
Yeah, and that's some major heroics in that half to get a couple of rounds for RRQ. And honestly, for how rough that half looked for RRQ Academy on the attacking side, the fact that they got 4 rounds makes this game actually kind of winnable if their defense...
Academy is going to be quite exciting to see the utility now being played out over on the attacking side. Let's see how Talon is able to, keep increasing the gap, or RRQ, will they catch up?
Looks like RRQ is going to do a similar approach to what we saw from Talon in their pistol. Talon prepping this A hit. Guiding Light sees nothing. And this may be a quick TP from the majority of RRQ Academy as Talon kicks off this A execution.
You get to see Snappy playing far behind with the Sheriff, however. Just stopping one before anything else. Sarwal gonna keep himself intact as the rest controls lamps. Now, Nuts is gonna fall after trade. Buddy Meister gonna follow suit as they now track, go back to short. Now have a little bit of space to plant the spike.
It's all on Woody. And some heroics in that first half and some nice multi-frags, but this may be a bridge too far. Nice open plant for Talon. Playing all together inside of the lamps. Snappy holding on for the flank. Really, it's just a question of how many ult orbs that Woody can try to get for himself before he inevitably loses this one.
Here we go. Big swap in the weapon into the Ghost for more position. Kennedy, however, playing very close with the shorty. Heroics. Not a lot of time moving to the side of Woody, but removing some of the possibilities of Talon to take all the weapons on towards the next round. And there we go. It is the pistol round. Woody tried his best. The Talon again succeeds and one away from the double digits.
Talon is looking honestly phenomenal this game.
Yeah.
Like, they are looking like the much better team. It looks like there's a massive gap between these two teams. Which is not what I was expecting at all coming into this game. The ego now on the cards here for Talon. It's looking to work this being on control together. Leaving Snappy on the lurk. Backside of short there.
Might be flash for flash here. Dizzy into the guiding light. Kennedy, however, ready for this. Arc Roast even at the ready. Oh, able to creep in super close. Flash is gonna get activated, but no one's gonna be playing for that because Kennedy has the rest in his back. Seas is gonna keep Woody into the ground, and it's so worth even an orb to boot.
That's walk it down short. Able to catch Xe at least. Try to do some more damage here as the rotation's coming to the backside.
Comes the plant, and Nats has a good eye on that one. But with the sacrifice of his life, Icy with a flash, able to finish down Kennedy. Dizzy's gonna get the blind one down. And able to get another successful round coming from Talon.
Some damage though for sure. Snappy unable to recover one of those rifles as well, so That undoubtedly got a little bit expensive. Oh no, it looks like he did get his hands on it right at the end there. That definitely got expensive for Talon. Nice protocols for them playing around that guarding light setup as well.
Player
This
standing.
is always being a little bit of a pest, finding a gap. Get some damage done.
True. Yeah. Woody and Knots finding a lot of these interesting openings for RRQ Academy, but this is again quite the score to climb up from, considering how Talon's been playing right now. But Bloody Meister, here comes the rush from Kennedy. And a big quick revenge upgrade into the Vandal as IC playing really close here. Steez is going to keep him intact. Not going to spot anything any further. Kennedy playing very far forward. There is the pain shell just to keep things interesting as Zarwao finds the target. Spike still not planted.
Definitely miscommunication there from Talon. Should not be getting caught off guard there on spawn side as the rage rush goes out heaven. But nice trades come out for RRQ, doing a similar thing to what Talon did to them on their defense, just keeping that A site contained. And Talon, that was the first round that I've seen in this game of Blind where they actually did look a little bit lost. Could see Kennedy really trying to force things towards spawn side because he was one off with his showstopper. Was really trying to make something happen over there. That was beautiful movement to start things off though. But you can see he's cut off by all of those smokes and no one on Talon's making any moves anywhere. They kind of just left him to die and spawn there.
Yeah, exactly. It was quite the rough situation. Kennedy has been placed on a bit of a jump peek there. Guess what? Kennedy is right there. Showstopper not unleashed just yet. Tries to get a clear view. Guess what? Someone is towards the corner. I can't believe Kennedy survived this entire ordeal.
That's ludicrous. He's actually committed robbery there.
planted.
That goes down for Talon now. Very difficult retake on the card.
Here we go. Yeah, I see. Trying to work his way towards the smoke as it dissipates. Kennedy again in prime position to see really nice angle. But guess what? Snappy is right there onto Bats. I see now. 1v3 situation. Quite a tough post plant, or rather retake for him. As there's a lot of utility still available for that post plant. Talon one away from match point.
Money not looking so good for RRQ. Round number 15, got a little bit too close to comfort. They've dropped a lot of rifles on their way on through. This is ridiculous. Like, there's multiple players that haven't been able to clean up Kennedy there and had the opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
RRQ just not as locked in as they need to be here. Quiet game from a couple of the individuals. Back down on the half line now.
Going up. Here.
Once again, Talon on the anti-eco just running the 1-4.
Let's see here. Kennedy again leading the charge. A little bit of a jiggle peek from Woody as they leave their posts a bit though. Gets caught out.
Yep. This is what the main Talon team is doing right now as well.
Okay. Zarwao now forced into this very awkward spot with the Dizzy flashing him.
Bring them down.
Beta into the Prowler. It is quite free for the taking in. Very open.
Yeah, like currently in Pacific,
Spike planted.
Thigh, like the Talon's main duelist has the most outlaw kills by a big margin. And they've completed all of their pistols, anti-ecos except for one, and 4 bonuses. And it all comes down to outlaw usage.
Wow.
One enemy remaining.
That's pretty crazy.
Talon Academy doing the exact same thing. Like, they're just abusing the outlaw. The Raze has got so many ult orbs towards a showstopper. It's actually kind of BS.
It's pretty crazy stuff for the side of Talon. And to see the combination of learnings being passed down from Pacific to here in VCT SEA, and it's really showing a lot of firepower. Not only these individual players, but the execution of what they want to do here, and they have been quite the kings of long, huh? Whether it's attacking or defending.
Like, they've been dominating this game. They've been the much better team on their opponent's map pick. It's been fantastic to watch. RRQ have... I mean, this map's already over, let's be honest. But if they somehow complete 7 rounds in a row when they've been struggling to put any together this game, I'll be super impressed. It's got to start off the back of the Dimensional Drift and the Orbital. There's a great retake tools. Very slow, defaulty round. Kind of RRQ-esque here for Talon.
True. Let's see here. A lot of silence. Icy coming from the right side. Kennedy's ready for that process of elimination. Most likely there's going to be one off from the smoke. The timing of everything. The coordination of Talon Academy. Incredibly impressive. Showstopper now activated. Comes the blast pack. Doesn't find a single soul just yet. Orbital strike. Prevent the spike from going down.
B.
Less though. Knots finds the lurker from across the board.
Launching smoke.
Spike planted.
It's just showstopping himself into the orbital and died.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to be
I
enough
saw
for Talon to lose this round, though.
Down to 3.
Unless-
Viper spin. Yeah, unless it's a possibility because Zarbow finds an opening. Now -1. 3v2 situation. There is a post-plant molly here from Zarbow and XZ.
There.
Beta. He's gonna get... Yeah, gonna get smoked out of here, but that's going to be an... Oh, Arc Rose Flash! Nuts! Gets the clutch! And RRQ Academy get to survive another round.
Yeah, I mean, Talon's cooked the goose there. They had a double entry from the Erase dry walking up long to get himself a showstopper. They've showstopper entered the B site in a 5-on-3 and found a way to lose.
That's all we need.
That's really incredible fumble on the attacking side there after what has been a pretty flawless game from them. I don't know if it's going to be enough for them to lose the game. RRQ Academy going to take a timeout. This is a double-edged sword though, because Talon have got some big ults coming up and this is going to give them a lot of time to really talk through how they want to play this next round out on attack. RRQ going to take some time to discuss the same thing. But if anything, looking from the body language of the coach, I think he's telling the boys to wake up a little bit right now.
Yeah, it has been quite the rough map, especially it is their selection getting out maneuvered when it comes to utility as well. It looked really good during the tail ends of the first half. But Talon Academy, again, their attacking side has been quite scary for them as well.
Absolutely. Haven't seen too much depth from them really yet, though. Mostly just seen some 1-4s and some A-set plays, which, to be fair, is probably going to be enough to win them the game at some point. This time is going to be a bit more of a straight-up play towards B. You used to see this when Gecko was first popularized on Bind. The Thrash through Hookah is really, really good. The Mosh straight into B long as well here. This is going to be a deadly set play, B Rush.
And it is going to be 2 players who has to catch all of this utility right in front of their faces. And no smoke can prevent anything from happening here. Yep, Woody, no choice.
Face your fear!
But to tuck into this corner and get hunted by Kennedy. Now guns out, actually.
down,
XC able to eliminate Knots. And now Woody's still pretty much alive, winning that duel against Kennedy. Can't see a single thing with the Viper Spit, but still able to take down XC. Guess what? RRQ Academy is winning this round.
Yeah. Snappy, he's had to forfeit his own pit just to be able to try to get back over to this A side, but Icy is already here, ready to potentially deny this plant.
Oh.
There you go, catches him on the cross. That's actually a really nice round for RRQ. Woody finds himself detained early on. Like I said, RRQ were the ones to take that time out. Gave enough time for Talon to plan themselves a set play, which was the Gecko ult straight through Hookah, Nightfall to follow up, try to dive into the site and establish the Viper's pit over on B, but RRQ plays that one a little bit better. Things get messy, but the big difference maker for me is Nats actually gets to steal Garden across B. None of the Talon players can use their rifles, and RRQ completes a flood while that Steel Garden's active. Super, super nice use of that Vice ult. And now Nats is going to whip himself out an op as a bit of a reward.
Woody as well held his own against Kennedy on elbow.
Bring them down.
That keeps happening. Things can get really sweaty for Talon Academy here. Oh, I see. Timing might
Ooh.
have been in his favor here as he's able to cross back in here. But Snappy, though, a backstab might happen if they're not too careful. These timings are crazy. Get crash out of
beat
there.
back to spawn. Oh, man. If only you knew. So it ends up being a bit of a nothing burger at the end of the day. But, oh, this is actually a terrible false sense of security is the thing, because the Yo's gone across to B. After clearing all of A and seeing nothing, it's made them think that Talon isn't really defaulting towards A, so it's just Nats alone here with the operator by himself.
Bring them down.
And Talon are kicking off the execute.
Let's hope the Razor Vines are going to be enough to stall them into the short. But Dizzy now, and then Operator Shorty, Icy has got his back. Another shot, once again.
Spike
Still not
down
over.
A.
This is going to dissipate really soon. Snappy going to come from Bats. Do they anticipate this as Icy's looking their way? No, immediately switches things in another
30
direction.
seconds
Nats able to get another frag here, and that's the third. What a crazy set of events in favor of RRQ Academy.
I mean, Icy has saved the day with the gate crash placed towards A heaven after stacking towards B. If he doesn't have the forethought to actually invest that over there, that round is 100% loss. You can see he TPs over towards B's spawn side and then drops himself a gate crash over towards A heaven for safety while he stacks B.
Seconds left.
And you can see Kennedy flying through the air had 100% had Nats dead to rights there. So Icy gate crashing into heaven, saves him, and then Nats comes up huge with the 3K. I mean, this guy's just incredible. Talon going to take a timeout now.
100%.
This has given me the same vibes as the first map that we watched today.
Yeah.
Like one team absolutely pummeling the other, and then now they're starting to fumble the bag a bit. RRQ's starting to warm up. Look more and more dangerous on this defense.
It's one of those things where, of course, you want to be primed and positioned for playoffs, or even, you know, make sure that everything is okay when it comes to, you know, these roster changes. You're able to mesh well with the changes compared to the previous split. Talon, honestly, especially during the earlier phases of this map, looked really solid. Kennedy as well. You know, back in Split 2, he was on the Initiator, and now switching over to the Duelist role. I think he fits really comfortably and well over here on this Raze.
Talon looking to contest who can get.
There you go. Dizzy can get taken out, but there is supporting fire from Zarwell on top
Down B.
of the tube, and Icy with a triple as well, not stopping. Snappy's all left all alone on short.
Toxins going up.
He's got himself a dimensional drift. He'll take that. We're going to continue to pad the stats
Toxin
if
screen
possible.
down.
Playing a pretty nasty off angle here. There's no way you're ready for that. Nice round for RRQ. Talon picking themselves up an orbital off the back of that round. Zar won off his own orbital. They're well aware that there's an op in play for the defense, but entirely sure who's wielding it. I'd love to see it thrown over to the Yoru this time around, honestly. Just move it around, but Nats will continue to use it over here on this A side. Talon, they want to try to hunt this guy down. Maybe chuck an orbital in towards U-Haul and just kick off another A rush.
Yeah, it could be. With orbital available from XZ. Unless that happens.
Poison orb emitted.
Buddy Meister's able to escape with his life. Not even
Very hard
return
to
damage.
entry now without the raise. That's the big issue here
Yep.
for Talon.
Poison's off.
Ops on this deep bathroom line as well, when they just have a bunch of men with guns. They don't even have a sim. So this is actually very, very bad. Unless, like, Nats literally has to whiff here, or otherwise this is free low for him.
Ooh. Nats has been quite the player on the operator, even earlier,
Bolted close.
despite getting rushed. I see
I'm back.
Dimensional Drift activated just to try and scout. They're forced on to B this time around. Quite open, but with two players on the garden side of things as Surf takes down Woody. Now Orbital Strike going to be activated as XZ wants to just save his own life. In the end, though, however, it's RRQ Academy catching up.
Good stuff from Buddy Meister as well. having a couple of actually pretty big impact kills there. The initial contact taken on short. I mean, this is just a free kill. It's a triple swing for Talon. He doesn't take a single point of damage, just playing a nasty offense on the stairs there and killing the Rays for free. Those are the small little edges that you need to go your way to complete such a big comeback like RRQ is attempting here on this defense.
A little bit of a switch up from Surf on the attacking operator here. Guiding Light as an anti-flash to prevent anything from happening. Same position here from IC. We'll see.
Got multiple layers of flashes here being prepped from RRQ.
Oh,
We're actually going to aggress onto this. This is going to be a mess.
it is. It is quite. Kennedy looking towards the direction already where they're going to be pushing from. There's the Guiding Light now activated, and RRQ Academy just mowing them down. Kennedy with a response, but it's not going to be enough. We're close to overtime here, Pilski.
That was so well done. You had Zar hard commit to clear the corner there. If he doesn't have the forethought to, like, watch the way they peek out here. The Brim hard clears the guy in the right corner. Without that guy going down, that actually goes horribly. Like Zar, the foresight to hard commit to swinging that corner off the back of the flash really allows the rest of the team to mop up there. Like, you will rarely see the three players actually succeed there. Usually it kind of just gets traded down and things get messy. And a lot of the time the attackers will win from that scenario. Coach is not happy right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
we are throwing this game in the bin.
You can really
Frustration
feel
definitely creeping into Talent.
I was about to say, you can really feel the frustration in this timeout, which is understandable because they came from 12-7, I think, and they were pretty much nailed to that score for a little bit, and now the potential overtime. It started there, right? When their attempt to funnel all of their ultimates in a very amazing execute play. It's just that RRQ Academy was just much better at preventing anything from happening. And the ults were null and voided.
Alright, we've got an orbital, we've got a showstopper, and we potentially can get a pit or a gecko. Like, literally, there's so many ults on offer here for Talent. Even just Gecko picking up this orb and getting
The Arcros primed the position and the showstopper doesn't even leave Kennedy's hands. Nats is on fire right now. He's not stopping. What is happening? And we're going into potentially overtime, and unless Snappy has something to say about it. That's his primary now jammed, about to respawn soon as it expires. There it is. Now spots out the other member, Guiding Light. Not gonna be reaching lamps, however. That's just the clone flashed out. Pretty much tucked and trapped in this corner. They know that they don't have to do anything and try anything risky.
Just playing this one by the numbers. They got it pinned in. Zaz posted up from short. If he gets one kill here, though, that's the pit down, and it's winnable.
Ooh, but the shorty's positioned here by IC, too risky. No choice. Has a lot of time. And Zar's gonna spot this one out. And there we go. Overtime. On bind. And RRQ Academy climbs up to get this reset on board.
Switching sides.
That's his unbelievable.
Overtime.
I know.
What on earth was that on bathrooms? This is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. Just fighting into the Raze ult. Honestly, it's incredibly smart. Like,
Yeah.
if the Raze does commit the showstopper towards him, half the time it'll go too deep and he's going to be able to just run at the guy. So, like, this guy is just an incredible player. Every time I watch him play, like, I just think, like, I don't know who would it even be. Like, Xfero needs to keep playing the game of his life because, yeah, you got to be careful, bro. Got a pretty sick Senti sitting here on RRQ Academy.
Master of my fate.
It's so true. The instincts of this player and the quite the fearless kind of player. And now it's reset time. It's the switch. RRQ Academy back on the attacking side, which we saw at the beginning. Struggled a little bit to deal with Long, but you don't have to deal with Long. It's just being bats unless the sandwich is happening, coming from Beta as well into Kennedy. Nats is able to find a pick of his own. No, the spike is in no man's land right now, and Snappy's able to reap his own rewards as Biddy Meister all alone.
That same bathroom scrunch has won like Talon 5 rounds this game, it feels like.
True.
The same thing every time. Sees on front side of bathrooms. With the dizzy TP.
Enemy down.
Buddymeister.
Oh,
One with it.
I have the spike.
Snakebite will flush that player out, but can't convert the kill through the smoke. Spike picked up at least. Molly to keep the Viper at arm's length, but with 38 seconds, Vance needs to get a move on.
Toxins going up.
we'll see if the teleport play is going to happen.
Poison's off.
30
1 to B
seconds
as
left.
it is. Big stack of players moving slowly towards A, playing for time. The mind games. Once the teleport plays. Yep. He's thinking about it. Yep. Talon, good read. They're on their way there to catch that. With 15 seconds on the clock. They're already right there as soon as he drops. Snappy with the snappy shots. Talon leads this overtime.
Switching sides.
RQ back on the
Match
defense.
point.
If they want to try to get that off going on Nats, he's going to have to go glass cannon. Which I don't think he's going to do. So that's a big tool that RQ's used multiple times. IC is going to be the one to wield the op this time. Makes a lot more sense glass cannon on the Yoru. Which means that they're going to change up where the op's been in play here. May catch Talon off guard a little. They've got more than enough utility to deal with an operator, but they might not just be ready for that op to be towards B this time.
Instead, a slow start for both sides.
Yeah.
Still
You can see
leaning towards
Icy.
long a little bit here.
Icy was sitting all the way back in spawn, anticipating a slower round. He's TP back towards A this time.
Oh. But they make their way onto this B stack. And it's all up to Woody to prevent this flood from long instincts. Once that guiding light screams, they have an idea. Gate crash now making its way all the way to B. So the teleport could be in play unless they teleport to Bats and find something interesting.
Yeah, Zara's the key player here. He needs to hold on to Hookah for as long as possible. If he can survive, then it could be a big difference maker. The Trailblazer, though, catches Beta.
Big surprise. Icy, though, forced into backside. Kennedy, big plays on top. Shorty now activated, tries to find the last player onto Hookah. And his reward is Showstopper, now available. 2 members left alive on the side of RRQ Academy. Both poised to retake from spawn. Nats again, an incredible player from RRQ Academy, will try his best to try clutch this out. It's Woody Meister, Showstopper now activated. That's the fear. And Nats now climbing towards Hookah. Do they expect this? Yes, they do. Kennedy coming in huge with Buddy Meister as well, but they don't have a lot of time. There's a lot of Molly. There's not a lot of time. 30 seconds on the clock. They're pre-firing this. Buddy Meister's sticking towards it, and it's gonna be a no. Talon Academy is gonna take this first map on Bind in this BO Killjoy, or of course the Vice that has been rising into popularity in a lot of these, recent compositions. But of course, here we go. Curious to see if it's going to be the same story as before, where maybe Talon gets a 2-0, or RRQ Academy, we might see, or map number 3 might get to see Icebox today, or not. We'll just have to see.
The box. Bring me the box. I think this Killjoy is going to kind of struggle against the Neon, I'm not going to lie. Like, this is where Vice is much better against the Neon, I think. Early 8 take. Being respected for now by RRQ Academy, but he might just counting the utility. Front B cleared out by RRQ. Trying to see if they can tickle a turret, which is not placed there. And they weren't able to get rid of the alarm bot, so Talon's still feeling quite comfortable in their setup for now.
Quite the stalwart defense over here, with a lot of utility with the snake bite and the nano swarms as well. A turret now being taken out. Snappy in quite the position here, but they get the orb and they back away.
Yeah, nicely done. Turret dealt with. Doesn't really change the setup too much. In fact, the alarm bot's the much more important piece of utility that makes Talon feel safe here. Haunt clears out all of C Mound, dodged nicely here by Zar. There's the reactive paranoia off the back of Kennedy's contact.
Here it is. Haunt now activated. Wall still be deactivated as they're gonna make a beeline to see, but the nanoswarm's still there. Got
And snake bite.
what?
30
Yeah, and a
seconds
snake bite
left.
too. There it is. It's used. Prevented anything from happening, buying a lot of time, 20 seconds on the clock. They re-smoke, Arc Rose, Paranoia, and now Snappy's caught in a very, very awkward position, but still pretty much alive. Icy, 43 health at the moment. He's gonna get taken out. Snappy again into this column. Is so worth. Gonna wrap around, go towards the water. Surprise, that's Surf. And a pistol round going towards Talon Academy.
Yeah, that's where RRQ, like, great. We spent a lot of time working the map. We baited out a lot of util, but when we're running the clock down that late and we run into that kind of setup, it's just not good. Needed to see them. I mean, I don't even know what they could have done much better there, to be honest. Maybe... No, I actually don't know what they could have done better there.
Careful
I think
here.
that was just really good from Talon. Really, really nice setup on C.
Where are you?
Agree. The snake bite really sliced the time there. Beta though, wrapping around Rubble, gets spotted out by a Prowler, make that a double, and he falls eventually. Kennedy finishing that right off, and it's a stack onto lobby. The smokes dissipate. And now it's the calm before the storm.
You'll see what other damage they can get done. My eyes immediately go to Nats with the Sheriff.
Shadows traveling.
Oh yeah. Good deal, some real damage. Here we go, on top of the Roots. Kennedy again with a triple. Make that a potential 5k, but no. Beta's gonna finish that right off, and Talon Academy. Just a clean anti-eco overall.
Yeah, nice. Staring down a anti-bonus as RRQ, where your opponents have a showstopper off the back of Kennedy getting his farm on. Some certified agriculture anti-eco from that man. Got a big rocket in the pocket. See what how Talon are going to use this. I love using the Razor as a fast flood on the bonus rounds. Works really, really well to have the Raze on the rotation. But it does seem like they want to just play him over towards 8. See getting contested with the Haunt as well as the Dark Cover. Talon not respecting that. Turret cleared nice and early on here for RRQ. A lot quicker than they were able to do on the pistol at least.
Toxins going up.
Absolutely. Far
Toxin
alert
screen down.
coming from Buddy Meister here.
Bring them
Gets
down.
spotted by anyone, but the stacks towards C, which is, you know, quite a lot of utility coming from the side of Exy here.
RRQ's done a really good job of pressuring the map here. Got a lot of space up 8. Nats has got the lurk on front B, which may not be expected because the Prowler cleared some of that out. Just continues to apply pressure here. Oh, it was going great until that happened.
It's just one of those things where you don't really expect. Beta playing quite the angle there. Icy now at least is able to get you know, space here on B, but this is still a full 5-man retake with a showstopper to boot, quite in such a constricted space.
Go, go, go.
No! Oh, Icy. Beautiful stuff. Delayed bolt as well. Surf with a headshot into another spray down showstopper. It's gonna deal a lot of damage onto Nats, but still not gonna be enough. So the come from Waterfall gets sprayed down by Surf, and the rest is history. 3-0 for Talon Academy.
Yeah, you can just tell as soon as Kennedy got that showstopper into the bonus that it was going to go very wrong for RRQ. Honestly, that round was going fine for them, but I think just a little bit of overcook. Like that... Honestly, that lurk from Booty up into A main feels almost greedy, given how that round was going for them. They had taken all of C mount control. They had a lurk deep up A. You can even see a ping on the map. I wonder who pinged on the map there. Like, this is unnecessary, no? You have all of C mount control and aggressive lurk on the Omen. You have all of front B, and you have A. It's like, you have the whole map, your anti-bonus with the better guns.
True.
I really don't think you need to take a massive risk and just dry walk through the smoke on A there. I think that's just totally unnecessary.
He as well quite constricted with the space. Maybe they might go at it again for the second time. But with more of a faster pace and block off any of the utility. With a fast lane Icy, however, inside this dangerous smoke, but gets taken down by Beta. And here we go, Kennedy as well with the transfer. Clean shots back to back. And now Woody pretty much trapped in a very awkward spot inside the smoke for now.
Toxin screen down.
And now it's 4v2.
Kennedy wants to go for another showstopper here.
One enemy remaining.
A shot from Woody.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's going to get himself another one. It's getting ridiculous at this point. He's 3 off his next one in 4 rounds. That's very bad news for RRQ.
Yeah.
This guy's a certified eco-frag stat patter. Disgusting behavior.
Crazy stuff. That was
One enemy
a
remaining.
nasty set of shots there by Kennedy. And just as you said, more orbs for Kennedy to get into showstopper.
RRQ just the same setup. Again, leaving Booty behind to lurk A main. Like, this is just reminiscent of this blind attacking side where they just do the same thing over and over again. With very little variation. They do a good job once again clearing the turret,
Toxin
but like,
screen down.
that's the thing. I can say every time I can say like, wow, okay, we've cleared front B, we've taken the turret, we've got a lot of space on the map. We're going for mound now, but at some point you've got to like actually convert one of these defaults into a round win. And the thing is, Talon is quite happy to just hold on to a lot of their util when you've used the same pacing. They're just going to sit on their util into the mid to late round because, you know, they're not scared of RRQ hitting a site before like 45 seconds on the clock, you know?
Yeah. They're not afraid at all. And look at this though. Bit of an off angle from Beta. Ah! Unable to land a shot. Gets punished by Zarwao. You know, the second layer of defense is going to be Kennedy. At least there is that Viper wall to prevent anything from happening until the very last moment. There's Nightfall now as well, an anti-Nightfall. Now they detect what's happening. That's going to be a second shot.
Down
They
A.
detect another 3K without hearing a single thing.
Toxins going
At
up.
least Nats and Buddy Meister able to at least put a pause on the onslaught that Kennedy was about to deliver
Last
onto the
player
opposition.
standing.
1v1 situation. XC now the newest addition to the group. 5-0. Whew.
It's so sharp. Unbelievable.
It is. It is.
Yeah, there's another showstopper for Kennedy.
Oh dear.
This is BS, mate. Where do they keep cracking these players out of? They're gonna have another move up from Talon Academy. They're gonna have bloody
One enemy remaining.
like 2 rosters worth of players that can frag this hard. It's unreal.
Alarm bot out.
Yeah, Talon
Placing swarm
again has a very, rich history and really not a scouting or building a lot of really amazing players from their region. Able to dodge at least a showstopper, but only for a little
Spike down
bit.
A.
Rubble control is insane, and
One
the spike
enemy
is in the
remaining.
middle of nowhere, and this round is over.
Alright. Round 6 for RRQ. We've got one off an overdrive from the shadows. Attack timeout going to be taken. I mean, at some point, you really just have to say, we just got to hit a site, guys. Like, you can take as many dubs as you want around the map. You can clear turrets. We can tickle, util, force out from the defense. We can have good macro. Like, at some point, it's all cope. Like, I've been in these positions before where I'm, like, VOD reviewing my team as a coach and be like, yeah, everything went well for the first 30 seconds almost every round. But if you're not winning any rounds, like, you got to change something up at some point, Like, something's got to change. So I think, like, we just got to do a, set play towards C or something. Like, from the shadows into spawn, chuck a steel garden and get a pit down on the site. Let's do something different, start simplifying these rounds and try to get Nats into a post plant, Like, let's just get Nats into a post plant in a pit. Surely that's a dub, right?
100%. And that's the thing, right? We saw what Nats can do in bind. It's just that, RRQ Academy is having sort of a difficult time setting up a prime position or a condition for that to enable itself. And Talon, so far, what they've been doing time and time again has been working. Not forced to evolve at all in Lotus so far.
Faster play towards A. Nats dodging the 7-8. Oh, he's just so good. This guy's unbelievable.
That's crazy. Oh, might get caught out of utility, however. XZ catches him off the timing. Even dodges out a potential trade.
I'm out of here.
And now Beta, they have control of B, but guess what? They're gonna run towards A and plant the spike.
Don't come
I
to
think this was
my
always their
world.
plan. Simplifying down the round, putting the pit down.
Spike
Had Nats on
planted.
the active lurk. Be very difficult for Talon to get back in here.
Yep. Not a lot of... Oh, Snappy though. Able to sneak his way inside even. Getting two as they line up. There's no way. Now an anti-Viper's pit as well inside the other one. Now Woody gonna try and hunt. Or rather stay put. See what he can do. Maybe remove the enemy Viper. But he can't see a thing. You can't see a thing. And now they're on towards the spike. Buddy-meister gonna climb right in. They spot out the Viper, and now it's done. 1v1 situation. XZ's the only one left. Woody, 1v1 Beta.
Another death.
It's on to half, and they have the time. And Talon Academy still continues.
I don't know what happened that round, and I watch this game for a living, you know? Like, all I do all day is watch Valorant. I don't think the players knew what was happening. I don't know what was happening there. That was just chaotic. I mean, I like it from RRQ, honestly. Like, Nat's on the active lurk. He got two. They got themselves into a nice simplified post plant on the A site. And then, you know, Snappy just sneaks in through A main and gets, like, two players inside of the pit. Should never be allowed to happen.
Yeah, that was nuts. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Ultimate's available.
Finishes.
Wait, okay. I see, able to even out the numbers,
One
but
enemy
XZ though
remaining.
gets a kill with an Now Swarm and a
Spike down,
headshot.
C.
And in the blink of an eye, there's only Nats left.
Oh my god. This Zarguy's a psycho, I'm not gonna lie. What is he doing? Oh, this is just crazy. Talon's up 8-0. I mean, this is looking like the first map, except... I mean, what do you think? What do we think? Do you think RRQ's coming back on defense? We're going to OT here?
I'm not. I mean, we've seen it before, but the start of an 8-0 usually
I need a weapon.
Usually they need that reset. I think I do
need a
remember
weapon.
a match similar to this where they come back in the next map, but then, you know, this is already
Launching
the second
thorns.
map in this series.
Here we go.
We'll see. Maybe they're able to get a reset. I see. Gonna go right in. Gonna get slowed down by the turret. Trying to search for a target. Snappy instead is able to find one. Couple of body shots. Zarwow's gonna get taken down. XZ will fall. 2v4. Able to get the plant down. Question mark.
Knife falls up. That's a very weird orb. Because the Talon, they don't like the look of that. They want nothing to do with that orb. Just playing things together in pairs.
Yep. Trying to eliminate them one by one here. But gun, power,
I'll find
just
you.
too much. Lotus is interesting with this matchup for sure.
I mean, it's looking like a great pick here for Talon. Honestly, they have played
One
both
enemy
of the
remaining.
most standard comps on both maps and played them well.
Yes.
I really like what
Now
I'm
we
seeing from
win.
Talon Academy. Like, I don't know, I wasn't convinced by their last roster. This roster looks gas.
Satchel out.
This roster with these roles.
Yep. Terrifying. The adjustments again. Beta able to get a shot onto Zarwow, and look at this control onto A lobby. They're just mowing them down. What is happening?
This is brutal. This is so brutal. Like, this game is over. How does
I am
anyone ever
indeed
beat
quite
5 players? These guys are just insane.
Spike down A.
And that's the thing, right? For the entirety of 2025 season, we've never seen, at least in the group stage, RRQ Academy and Talon Academy duke it out. They've always been in separate groups, so this is the first time we're actually seeing this matchup this year with this roster. Kennedy shuts down Icy.
Face your fear!
And now Nightfall's gonna get activated here. Kennedy, does he have time to escape? Doesn't hear a thing, still gets a kill nonetheless, gets to safety in the curtains of the enemy Viper wall. And now, still alive.
Look at the look in this man's eyes on the player cam. This guy is psychopathic.
Toxin
He's
screen
completely
down.
unfazed. All the util flying at him and he just keeps fighting.
Yeah,
RRQ
just solid
skulk
overall.
away.
Yeah.
And back into lobby. Cutting sound. Talon not really biting just yet, but they know the longer things do get drawn out, the more they're going to have to respect these rotation timings. The good news for them is they've still got a couple nanos on C. They have a lockdown to try to complete any kind of retake, so they're quite happy to just sit where they are.
Absolutely. Lockdown Kennedy already with the angle to spot this cross out.
30 seconds
Sees the
left.
one, gets knocked down by Woody. Now that's an important opening to plant the spike, especially they have the time.
Last player standing.
Oh. Let's see. The new addition to the group. 1v3 situation. Lockdown available. Bit of an off angle coming from Zarwow. But everybody's pretty much there looking at the same spots. And there you go. RRQ Academy
Last round.
able
before
to get the
switch.
score on the board.
Just 100%ing that round. Nice little high-low. Well played in the XVX as well. These 3v3s, just cutting sound
30.
is the best thing that you can do. Working the map together. Nice little opener there. On towards the breakable door. And we're going to have another biff over A straight away here.
Satchel out.
Yep, could be a very, very early fight as it's a stack on Say Lobby. Fast lane, there comes Kennedy as well. The scan coming from Surf is insane. Beta playing off of that as well. Kennedy past Ken doesn't even need to move. Woody trying his best as well. And there you go. The first half ends with an 11-1.
Switching sides.
Unbelievable. I mean, the obs, I respect staying on Kennedy there. This guy's a fragger, but there are just too many fraggers.
Need 11-1. Let's see how this pistol round goes.
Shadows
RRQ playing for mound control. Talon taking their time. Quite happy to play hands off. Try to read what the setup is for RRQ. They've seen the Prowler front door. Door has been tickled, so they know there's at least one player over there, and they know that they've seen that one way on mount. RRQ securing that door info. Talon want to go ahead and re-clear that part of the map.
It's a lot of patience from the Talon side. Prowler now sees our wow. Paranoia now activated as well. Kennedy able to cross.
Gotta go.
Because of that Viper wall, Icy forced out of there for safety purposes. And so far, no first blood.
Yeah, trying to bait the shear on
Bam.
front B. It is over towards the A side of the
Find
map.
you.
Woody catches Kennedy on the cross, raises down for the count. No paint shells on offer.
Waltz it.
Oh, sheer. Activated, Snappy. All alone, able to cross towards stairs, however. Might meet eye to eye with Woody. But timing-wise,
30 seconds.
still not able to get some. Surf, though, with a double kill. Just immediately removes the man advantage away from RRQ Academy. Woody's gonna drop. Well, from drop. See if he can spot
Spike
anyone
planted.
out. No, XE spots him out first.
Just deleted instantly. Paranoia being prepped for Icy to try to get an entry back in with the Sheriff.
There we go.
One enemy
Just
remaining.
sliding right down. Surf again with a triple. And all alone, Zarwow trying his best here. They come in. Who dares challenge me next? It's gonna be Snappy, and he takes you down. Talon Academy now in match point.
Match point.
They misspelled talent. Nothing but it on this roster. So many sharp players. It's actually unbelievable. To be
I know.
fair, you can't be that surprised. I think like Kennedy and Snappy are kind of like the newer players. XE, someone I've heard of before. But you know, I've seen Beta and everyone knows Surf. Like, we got a good mix of like some young bloody sharp talent and some boys who have been around the block for a little while. It's a recipe for success.
So he's such a... Oh, the jump. Oh! XE! Able to catch that one. That's though with an off angle. Remember how deadly he could be, but XZ shuts him down almost immediately.
Seaside open business. That Bucky's not going to do much of that angle.
Ooh, that's
player
dead.
standing.
Finds another player off from Waterfalls. Oh wow. The only one left here. The sheriff. It's gonna be quite the tall order.
Them down.
On Talon Academy. Very happy about the turnout on Lotus here.
For sure.
Shadows travel.
I mean, all of the rounds just replaying in this guy's head. He's got way too much to do here. He's owned by the paint shell. He's got all the Thai boys running at him.
Still in sight.
Oh, Paranoia could catch out everybody, but that's gonna be a no.
Attackers win.
And that's gonna be a 2-0 victory for the
Jeez.
Talon Academy side.
I'm
Very,
not
very
gonna
different
lie.
turnout, yeah?